important that you have your printer connected to your computer, and your computer should also be connected to your machine, as you can see over here. So the printer I'm using is HP Envy Photo 6220. It's great for printing out photos, which is why I got this one, so that I can get perfect pictures whenever I print them out, whether it's for clip art or any other stuff. So for this tutorial, you're only gonna need your standard or light grip mat and your cardstock paper. So I'm using 250 GSM cardstock, which sticks perfectly on the standard grip mat. So like I mentioned earlier, I will be showing you how I'll be cutting out these pictures that I got from Etsy to create a Lion King themed birthday banner. So the first step here is to go to design.cricut.com. I'm already on their website. This is what the page is going to look like. And next, click on New Project, like we always do. Over here, we're going to go to Upload. So make sure that you already have your graphics downloaded and saved on your computer. And then you're going to go to Upload and click on Upload Image. Browse for the file on your computer. Now you can only select one image at a time. So go ahead and choose your image and then click on Complex, because we want all of these colors and every detail to be there in our picture. So I'm going to select Complex and click on Continue, and make sure that your file is in PNG format, so that it doesn't have that white background. If your file has a white background, all you gotta do is use this select and erase tool to get rid of the background. So once you click on the white part, it's gonna disappear. And you will have this checkered background, which means there is no background. All right, so once you're done, just click on Continue. Now is the most important part. So now you got to save your image as print then cut instead of cut image. So you can see if you save it as cut image, you'll only get this outline. But if you save it as print then cut, you're going to get all the details of the picture. So select this and click on Save. Now click on the image and then click on Insert Images at the bottom right corner. You can also get images from the Cricut library. So all you got to do is go to Images on the left-hand panel and then go to Cartridges. Select any of the cartridge that you would like to work with. They have loads of them over here. They have Disney and flowers and whatnot, so you can select any of the cartridges from here as well and work on those images. So once you have selected your image, it's going to pop up in your canvas. So I'm going to go back to my canvas, and we have this image over here. It's pretty big inside, so I'm just going to reduce the size to around 3 because I want it to be really small. And I'm also going to add some other images so that I can get everything cut together. So I have all my images here perfectly sized and the way I like it. And now I'm going to get it printed and then cut. All right, now we are ready to print and cut. So I'm going to click on Make It. And here we have all our images. Now we need to click on Continue. Next, you'll have this option to send to printer. So make sure your printer is now connected to your computer via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or USB cable. Then click on Send to Printer. Over here, you can select how many copies you want. Go ahead and enable bleed so that there's no white space left when you're cutting out your images. Now, as you can see, if I get rid of this, my images become smaller. Now, before you click on print, make sure you have loaded your paper, the actual paper you want to work with, in your printer. All right, so our image is all printed. Now it's time to get it cut. So once your image is printed, you will now
you'll now see these set of options. So your screen will now say that your stuff has already been printed. And now it'll ask you to select your material. So I am working with 250 GSM cardstock. I'm going to select this from here. And now it's time to load the blade and stuff. One more thing I want to point out over here is to make sure that when you attach your paper to your mat, it's exactly in the position as shown over here. So it should start from the top left corner. If you're using Cricut Explorer, you can just turn the dial to cardstock, heavyweight cardstock, and get things cut. However, if you're using Maker, you can select your material from here.
So as you can see, I have placed my paper exactly in the same position. It doesn't matter what mat you choose, but make sure that it is positioned exactly where it's supposed to be as shown in the mat preview. I'd suggest leaving it out for a couple of minutes so that all the ink dries off and there's no smudginess when you're getting it cut. Alright, so my image is all dried up. Now it's time to load the mat and get everything cut. First, the machine is gonna read the lines. Alright, so everything has been cut out. Now we just need to peel it off the mat. And there you go. Amazing. This is so cool. All the cutting is done by our magical Cricut. This is so cool. Look at this.